Well, this is the first time I've had almost a total crop failure in well over a decade. I don't know whether to blame Renegade, which is the pumpkin I'm growing, or not, because the other pumpkin I was growing, Atlantic Giant, also died. Some of it may be that powder that came over from next door when they were grinding the pavers for the walkway, but I don't think that's the whole story, because one of the plants was sick before that happened. It is not bacterial wilt, whatever it is, because the plants would be dead already. It may be over-fertilizing. I did have two things with fertilizer. One was the seed starter had fertilizer in it, which they shouldn't do that, okay, because seeds generally don't need fertilizer. No plant really needs fertilizer until it loses its seed leaves, the first leaves, those big round things. So I don't know what the thought is on that. Also, the garden soil I put down had fertilizer, and I also think I added coffee grounds, so that may be another part of the problem. So anyway, over here I don't think I'm going to be getting any more pumpkins. Those plants are very ill. Over here, one good-sized pumpkin. Right here. And there's my hand. It's about basketball sized. A little under basketball sized. And it's still green. So, we got a plane buzzing around today. It's kind of annoying. Somebody must be having a lesson or something like that, but it's the same noise over and over again. We have a lot of little propeller planes around here because we're not near a major airport. And where I used to live, I used to have to shut up when the jets went over. We don't have many jets going over here, or if they do, they're way up in the sky. And today it's a little propeller plane that's making all kinds of noises. So anyway, the other interesting thing in the garden today, let's see here. See that pepper there? I hope you can. Yeah, that pepper. That it was supposed to be a Mad Hatter pepper, but the plant was apparently, maybe the marker was switched or the plant was marked wrong, because that is not a Mad Hatter pepper. And I'm almost afraid to try it. It might be a ghost pepper or something. I'm gonna have to look it up. I know Mad Hatter has a relative that is long and, you know, like that one, but Mad Hatter is supposed to be short and round. So, oh well, I'll have someone who loves hot peppers try it and see what they do. If they turn purple and their mouth starts smoking, I'll know it's a problem. Over there, look at that, about 12 feet tall. That is our, I think, Pikes Peak. It does look like Pikes Peak. And I think that one too might be a Pikes Peak. Let's try to get to the top of it. It's almost, maybe 10 feet tall. A little over 10 feet tall. The one in front of it, I'm not sure what that is yet, but the little one off to the side there, excuse me, got frogs today. The little one off to the side has a lot of buds on it, which means it is probably not Pikes Peak. So, one did open. It has sort of two colors on the petals. Down here? Yeah. And now most of the petals have fallen off. So whatever it is, it came from somewhere else, because I didn't grow anything like that at any time. Here we go. Got Pikes Peak there. Yeah. Nice big flower. And it's got those long twirly petals like Pikes Peak has, so I think it's a Pikes Peak. So, I'd sure like to know where that plane is. I can't see them anywhere. I like the little planes. I like to watch them. I don't like to be in them, but I like to watch them. So anyway, carrots that were getting attacked by some kind of a caterpillar, so I had to pull out the big guns on the caterpillar, and unfortunately, and get rid of it. So they're growing fairly well. We had a couple of radishes, which surprised me. I didn't think we'd have any. And we lost the initial cucumbers that we had, which is the way things are going this year is no surprise. But there's a new one. We got a lot of new ones. I've never seen them growing like that before. So hopefully we'll have some cucumbers. We've, excuse me. I've harvested 3 big beets. One of them I had to throw out because it was overripe, but there's one right there. I'll probably harvest in the next couple of days. I'm going to have to start going to the food pantry pretty soon, I hope. And goodness gracious. Can you hear that? Look at that. Dude. Well, I totally missed him. But he is low. Wow. Okay. Maybe an air show or something like that. Usually the little planes are well up there by the time they go over this house. Okay, so we had a deer problem here. So I started taking leaves off of the onion plants and putting them over the chewed off parts of the tomato plants. And it seems to be helping. Over here we got a jalapeno. This is a large fat jalapeno, and it's called Mucho Nacho. I don't think I can get it on the camera, but there are a few at the bottom. Okay, we got a brigade up there. That's ridiculous. Is that the one making the noise? Oh well. A lot of planes today. And these are the mysterious tomatoes that came up last year on their own. And that's what they look like. They turn salmon colored. They don't get very big. There's another one over there. Goodness gracious, all these plants. There's another one. Okay. And I think this is more of them down here. And so we're getting a few of those. The deer really like those plants. So it's been difficult to keep the deer away. And the deer won't eat the tomatoes, though. They just eat the leaves. Which is interesting because I thought the plants were poisonous. Over here. Do I have it? I don't know. There we go. That's our biggest beefsteak. That is I'd say it's going to be a 1-pounder by the time it ripens. Alright. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. Got frogs today. We have our eggplant there. Rosa Bianca, finally growing. Took us forever to get growing. About 3 weeks before it really started growing. Here it is. So maybe we'll have an eggplant this year. And over here we have garden salsa. And garden salsa is starting to produce twirly peppers. At first they were straight, but that makes no difference. It's not as productive as it was, but it did give us a lot of peppers, so I can't complain. So anyway, That's our messy garden, our salad garden. Here is the first beefsteak to ripen. If I can get it on the camera. As you know, this camera has a mind of its own. There we go. So, anyway, so there are no female flowers on the one healthy plant we have, just male flowers. And one of the unhealthy plants has male flowers. And that one over there has no flowers at all, so I'm thinking I'm going to pull it. So anyway, that's our pumpkin patch for today. I'm guessing we're not going to get much more than 4 pumpkins this year. I did pick one, but I don't think it's going to last. It's a little tiny bit soft. So, yeah, that's probably my first and last try with Renegade. I can't blame Renegade totally because so much else has gone wrong. But I'm going to go back to Racer Plus next year because that's the pumpkin that I always had luck with. And I'll sign off now and watch all these planes go over. Talk to you later.